Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another Glacial Geek Battle Report. I'm Phil, the Glacial Geek, coming to you here from Savannah Lion Games in Pooler, Georgia, where I'm about to fight a 2,000-point battle between my Dark Angels and Chris's Blood Angels. So the story that we've got going on here is that the Blood Angels were sent to this planet by the Inquisition to go gather some Heresy-era technology that was discovered on this planet. They wanted the Blood Angels happened to be in the sector, and the Inquisition said, we need this because of reasons. They didn't really give a reason. The Inquisition very rarely gives a reason, but they said, it's important that we get it, go there, and go in force, because we think that there might be forces out there trying to get it themselves. So when they arrived on the planet, they realized that the Dark Angels were already here and situated and trying to gather the technology themselves. So the Blood Angels said, hey, we've been sent by the Inquisition. Thanks for getting for us. We'll take it from here. And the Dark Angels said, nah, we're going to keep it ourselves. Thank you very much. And the Blood Angels said, no, like, we've been sent on a mission. This is what we're supposed to be getting here. And the Dark Angel said, well, you know, piss off. Like, this is going to be ours. And the Blood Angel said no. So the two sides then clashed over the gathering of this information. So that's the story that we're going on with. We are going to be playing ITC. This is going to be an ITC mission. So we are just going to be playing ITC, all the ITC rules for it, and we are going to be playing with ITC with the oh man, what's the word I'm looking for? Mission number 2. Thank you. ITC mission number 2 that we're going to be playing here. So there are 3 objectives. I got one back here. There's one in the middle, and then my opponent placed one back in that building over there. And it's the same things where if you hold an objective during your turn, you get a point. If you kill something during your turn, you get a point. At the end of the battle round, whoever killed more gets a point. Whoever holds more gets a point. And then from there, you just keep doing it. So our secondary missions that we're going to do are, I've chosen Headhunter, which is I have to kill characters. So he has 5 characters in his list, which you'll see in a bit. So if I kill 4 of those 5 characters, I will fill out my secondaries for that. I also chose Mark for Death. I marked his 2 repulsors. I marked his Death Company squad, and I marked his Sanguinary Guard squad. And then I chose Recon, which is have models in all 4 quadrants of the table. So that's the choice of secondaries I chose. My opponent has chosen Headhunter as well, because I've got a bunch of characters that he wants dead anyway. He also chose, which was Marked for Death as well, which he chose my Aggressor squad. He chose my Inceptor squad. He chose my Dark Talon and my Terminator squad. So the regular Terminators, you'll see him. Regular Terminators, not the Deathwing Knights. So that's what he chose for his Mark for Death. And then you chose Old School, right, for your third points. And his third one is Old School, which is First Strike, Slay the Warlord, Behind Enemy Line, or no, Line Breaker. So at the end of the game, Line Breaker, and Last Strike. So killing something on the last turn that we play. So that's going to be it for the mission and the story. Before we go any further, though, let's show you the 2 armies that are going to be fighting it out. So for the Dark Angels, I'll be running 2 battalion detachments. First battalion detachment will be led by Samael on Sableclaw and a Talon Master. We have 3 5-man scout squads. We have a 3-man Inceptor squad. We have a 5-man Aggressor squad with Boltstorm gauntlets. We have a 5-man Deathwing Knight squad. We have a 5-man Deathwing Terminator squad. Then for the second detachment, leading it off, we have a Talon Master and a Primaris Lieutenant. We have 2 5-man Intercessor squads and a 5-man Scout squad. The Sergeant has a Stormbolter. We have a Dark Talon. And last but not least, we have a 3-man Eliminator squad. And for the Blood Angels, he'll be running 2 battalion detachments. Leading off the first battalion detachment, we have a Chaplain with a Jump Pack and a Lieutenant. We have 3 5-man scout squads. 1 squad is all bolters. 1 squad has combat knives. And 1 squad is bolters, with the sergeant having a storm bolter and 1 heavy bolter. We have a 10-man Death Company squad with jump packs, bolt guns, and chainswords. We have a 6-man Sanguinary Guard squad with power fists and Angelus bolt guns. And a Sanguinary Ancient with a power fist and Angelus bolt gun. For the second battalion detachment, leading it off, we have a captain with a Thunderhammer, Storm Shield, and Jump Pack, and a Librarian Dreadnought with an underslung Meltagun. And we have 2 5-man Infiltrator squads and a 5-man Intercessor squad with Stalker Pattern bolt guns. We have a repulsor with 2 Fragstorm grenade launchers, 2 Crackstorm grenade launchers, heavy onslaught Gatling cannon, iron hail heavy stubber, 3 storm bolters, and twin heavy bolter. And last but not least, we have a repulsor executioner with heavy laser destroyer, 2 Fragstorm grenade launchers, heavy onslaught Gatling cannon, Icarus rocket pod, twin Icarus iron hail heavy stubber, 2 storm bolters, and a twin heavy bolter. All right, so going over deployment now for the Dark Angels. I've got a 5-man squad of scouts back here. I've got my Dark Talon here. I've got another scout squad up here, another scout squad here, another scout squad right there. I then have an intercessor squad here, an intercessor squad in the building here. I've got my 3 speeder characters, so the 2 Talon Masters in the back, Samael up front. I've got my aggressors right in front of them, and I've got my eliminators and my lieutenant back over here. In Deep Strike Reserve, I have my Inceptors, I have my Deathwing Knights, and my Deathwing Terminators. So going over deployment now for the Blood Angels. He's got a 5-man scout squad over here with the combat knives. We've got an Inceptor squad. No, not Inceptor. No, the Infiltrator squad back over here. We've got the Repulsor, regular Repulsor back over here. We've got the Repulsor Executioner, along with his Smash Captain, along with his Lieutenant. Then we've got another Infiltrator squad over here, and the Scout squad with the Heavy Bolter up on top there. We then have back over here, we have his Intercessor squad, his Death Company, and his Librarian. And last but not least, we have his other Scout squad back over here. In Deep Strike Reserve, he has his Sanguinary Guard and his Chaplain and his Sanguinary Ancient. So, that is deployment. As of right now, the Dark Angels will be going first. Unless my opponent can seize the initiative, looking for a 6. No, the opposite of a 6, so we will come back to you after movement phase for the Dark Angels here on turn 1. All right, movement phase for the Dark Angels here on turn 1. My scout squad stood still here. This scout squad stood still here. These eliminators and my lieutenants stood still. These guys moved up here. My aggressors advanced. These guys stood still. These guys stood still. These intercessors kind of hugged into the building over here. These guys stood still. And my Dark Talon advanced. I spent a CP for Speed of the Raven. Did not get it back. My Warlord trait is the one that gets me back. It's a brilliant strategist. And as he flew over, though, he dropped his Stasis Bomb on top of the Death Company here. So we'll come back to you with that. All right, so once per game, Dark Talons can drop a Stasis Bomb as they fly over an enemy unit during the movement phase. So he's dropped it on top of the Death Company here. So I roll a d6 for each model in the unit. There's a 10-man unit, so it's going to be 10 dice. That's actually the max that you can roll for this. And every 4+ will be a mortal wound on the unit. Ooh, pretty good there. So we've got... No, not really good. I lied. So it's going to be 4 mortal wounds there. So they have their 6 up, feel no pain. And he gets 1 of them there, so 3 of them will be dead. All right, so now into the shooting phase. My Dark Talon is going to fire his 2 Hurricane Bolters into the Scout Squad up top here, and he's going to fire his Rift Cannon into his Repulsor over here. The reason I can't shoot the Death Company is that he managed to take the 3 guys that I could see around the corner here, because you can't look through the windows. First floor is blocking line of sight, so I just can't see them the way they're situated there. So I think that this is going to be a better chance to get me a kill, because I need to get a kill because of the ITC. So we're going to start with the Hurricane Bolters up here. So we're going to have 24 shots into the Scout Squad over here. These are going to be hitting on 2s because of strafe and run, since they do not fly. Come back to you with that. All right, so 3 misses. These are going to be wounding on 4s. Come back to you with that. All right, so we got 7 wounds there. These are going to be having 3 up saves because they are in cover, making all but 2 of them, so 2 are dead. And now the Heavy Rift Cannon is going to fire into his Repulsor here. His Repulsor has fly, so I do not get the benefit of the strafing run. So it's going to be heavy D3 shots. It's going to be 3 shots. These are going to be hitting on 4s because he moved with a heavy weapon. Getting 2 hits, that's not bad. Strength 10, so looking for 3s to wound. Getting 1 wound, AP -3, so 6 up save. No, that goes through, so that's going to be 3 damage. And then I roll, because he took a wound on the Rift Vortex table, on a 3+, he'll take D3 mortal wounds. Nope, I'm going to spend a CP to reroll that. Cool, with a fill face, so D3 mortal wounds. And he's going to take another 3 wounds for a total of 6. All right, so that's going to be it for the Dark Angel's turn here, because everything else is out of line of sight. My opponent deployed second and deployed very well. So I can't see none of his guys. So that's going to be it for the turn here. We do have a leadership test to take over here. They've got leadership 7 over here with his Death Company. They lost 3 guys, so 3 plus 6 is going to, I was going to re-roll it because of their Space Marines. On a 5, so only 1 guy will run away, probably chasing some Horus that he saw back behind him over here. So that's going to be it for the Dark Angel's turn here. I did not get a point for kill something because I did not kill something, but I do hold an objective, so we will come back to you after movement phase for the Blood Angels here on turn 1. All right, movement phase for the Blood Angels here on turn 1. His Death Company moved up over this way, looking on my dude bros over there. His Scout Squad moved up over here. These Intercessors stayed where they were. The Librarian moved up to the edge over here. Smash Captain is moved around over this way, looking on my poor Dark Talon over here. He has moved up his Infiltrator Squad there, moved up his Scout Squad to the top floor over here. The Lieutenant stood still, or maybe Shuffle, yeah, he kind of stood still. This Repulsor moved less than half over this way so that he will be able to fire his main turret twice. Then this Repulsor moved out over here along with this Infiltrator Squad that advanced to keep the bubble going right over there with their 12-inch bubble. And these Scouts moved up over this way. So that's going to be it for the movement phase. We'll come back to you with the Psychic phase. All right, so first things first, he is going to cast Quickening on himself.
Goes off on a 7.
On a 7. That goes off with a 10.
So that means he's going to cast Wings of Sanguinious.
And now he's going to cast Wings of Sanguinious. Does not go off with a 4. Going to spend a CP to reroll that. That was good. That's on a 5. That's a 7 goes off, right? Yep, so 7 goes off. So he has Wings of Sanguinious. All right, so starting off the shooting phase, his Scouts over here are going to fire into my Scouts over here. So they're all within 24 inches, but they did move, so no bolter, better bolter abilities there.
Hitting on 3s.
So that's going to be hitting on 3s. That's going to be 3 hits. Strength 4, toughness 4, so 4s to wound. Getting 1 wound there. Should have brought my dice. They are going to have a 3-up save since they are in cover. Yeah, with a 5. Woo! All right, so his Death Company here are going to shoot into my Scout Squad over here. So these are going to be hitting on 3s. Okay, getting a bunch of hits there. Not bad. And then these are going to be wounding on 4s. Alrighty, so getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wounds there. So we have 5 3-up saves. Failing 3 of them. And now his Librarian Dread here is going to fire into my aggressors. So he's going to fire his 1 shot here.
Hitting on 3.
Hitting on a 3. No hit. My opponent's going to spend a CP to reroll that into a hit. There we go. Strength 8, toughness 5. So looking for a 3. That is a wound. AP minus 4. So that's going to go straight through. So it's D3 damage in melter range. Oh, D6 damage. Sorry, D3. D6 damage in melter range. With a 5, that's a dead bro. Intercessor Squad here is going to fire into my Dark Talon over there. So they're going to have 5 shots with their Stalker Bolt pattern bolt guns. These are going to be, or bolt rifles. These are going to be hitting on 4s since he is supersonic. All right, so that's going to be 3 hits. These are going to be strength, what is it again? Strength
4.
4, so looking for 5s to wound. Getting 1 wound, AP minus 2 now. So AP minus 2, so it's looking for a 5-up save. No, goes through. And the captain now is going to throw a crack grenade at him, hitting on a 3. No hit. And now these infiltrators here are going to fire into my aggressors. They did move, but so they're outside of 12, so no rapid fire. That's going to be.
Are within 6 of the
within 6 of the captain there, so re-roll that 1. Okay, not meant to be. So that's 3 hits.
That's an auto wound on the 6.
Oh, that's an auto wound on the 6 because of that. So these are going to be 2 more strength. 1 more wound there, so that's going to be 2 wounds there. AP, nothing. What's AP? AP nothing, so looking for 3-up saves. Gets them both. All right, so now the Scout Squad up here is going to fire into my aggressors over here, right? The aggressors you said? Yes. Right, yeah, into the aggressors there. So we're going to go with, we've got a Storm Bolter, a Bolter, and a Heavy Bolter.
I'll roll the Storm Bolter and the Bolter
do the Storm Bolter and the Bolter together here. That's going to be all hits. Looking for 5s to wound. Getting 2 wounds, not bad. 2 3-up saves. Making 1, failing 1. And now the Heavy Bolter.
Hitting on 4s.
Hitting on 4s because he moved. So it's going to be 1 hit.
2 hits.
2 hits, sorry. 1 miss is what I meant to say.
And
there we go. And 4s to wound. Getting 2 wounds. AP minus 1, so 2 4-up saves. Making them both. Alrighty, so now his repulsor here is going to fire. He's going to fire his Crackstorm and Fragstorm launchers into my scouts here because they're the only ones within range, and then everything else is going to go into my aggressors. So which one do you want to start with first?
We'll start on the scouts.
We're going to start on the scouts over there. So we got
the
Fragstorms first.
D6 each.
D6 each, so there's 2 of them there. So that's going to be 9 shots.
3.
These are going to be hitting on 3s. Okay, 2 misses there. Strength 4, so looking for 4s to wound. That is going to be 1, 2, 3 wounds there.
He rerolled 1s because it was within range of the lieutenant.
Oh, re-rolling 1s because of the lieutenant there. Sorry, my bad. So that's going to be 4 wounds there. These are going to be AP nothing, so looking for 3-up saves. Failing 2 of them.
Crackstorm.
And the Crackstorm. So it's going to be 6 shots.
Nope.
Oh.
These are 1 each.
There's a 1 each.
So
okay, so that's 2 hits. My bad, sorry.
Strength 6.
Strength 6, so looking for 3s to wound. Getting 2 wounds.
AP minus 1.
AP minus 1, so looking for 4-up saves. Make 1, fail 1. And now the heavy onslaught into my aggressors over here. Yeah, you're within range. Totally cool. These are going to be hitting on 3s.
We're going to roll the heavy onslaught and the mini onslaught together.
We're going to roll both the onslaughts because it's the same profile there, so it doesn't make a difference here. Hitting on 3s. 2 misses. Gross. All right, so these are strength 5, so 4s to wound. I'll come back to that. Rerolling 1s because of the lieutenant. Alrighty. All right, so we have 8 wounds onto my guys here. 2 guys are in cover over here, so the other, we're going to have to roll 5 at a time to go through their wounds first. AP minus 1, so these are looking for 4-up saves. Making all but 1, that's not bad. I'll take that. And then we've got an additional 3. Failing another 1, so that's another guy dead. And now we're going to do the Iron Hail Heavy Stubber. That's going to be 2 hits.
And 5s to wound.
5s to wound. Getting 2 wounds, that's not bad. AP minus 1, so looking for, again on this guy, 4-up saves. Make 1, fail 1. Then we got Stormbolter shots coming in here. That's going to be 3 hits, strength 4, so 5s to wound. Getting 1 wound. Oh, reroll the 1. Still 1 wound there. And failed. And the twin heavy bolters. All right. And that's going to be hitting there. Those are going to be strength 5, so looking for 4s to wound. Reroll 1s. That's going to be 2 wounds there. 2 AP minus 1. So we're doing it 1 at a time here because I got 1 wound there. So 4 up. Nope, that's a dead guy. And then a 3 up because they're in cover. And he's good with a fill face. All right, now his Executioner is going to fire. He's going to put the big heavy stuff into my aggressors over here, and then the smaller stuff into the scout squad because they're within range over there. So we're going to do, which one are we doing first?
Heavy Laser Destroyer.
Heavy Laser Destroyer here. So he's firing it twice, right? So that's why it's 4 shots, because otherwise it would be 2
half.
shots, because he moved less than half. So hitting on 3s. All right, so that's 2 hits. Strength 10. So looking for 2s to wound. That is going to be 2 wounds.
AP negative 4.
AP minus 4. So I'm looking for 6-up saves since they are in cover over there. So show me them fill faces. No, neither of those go through.
Minimum 3 damage.
Minimum 3 damage. So pew pew. All right, so now the Stormbolters are going to fire into my scouts over here. There's all 2 of them there. That's all hits. Looking for 4s to wound. Getting 3 wounds there. 3-up saves because they are in cover. All right, so that is going to be it for the shooting phase. Into the assault phase. His scout squad here is going to charge into my scout squad there. They need a 10-inch charge to get in. No Overwatch because I can't see through the wall. No, they're not in. Smash Captain is going to charge into my Dark Talon. He's got his fancy backpack. That means that I can't fire Overwatch, so his charge distance is way in. All right, so now his Librarian Dreadnought's going to charge into Samael and my Talon Master over here, who happens to be my Warlord with the Shroud of Heroes. I spent the extra CP to give him the Heavenfall Blade. So he's got the Shroud of Heroes and is my Warlord here. So we're going to start with Samael. He's going to have his twin heavy bolters hitting on 6. Rerolling everything because of himself. Getting 2 hits there. Strength 5, so looking for 5s to wound. That is going to be rerolling 1s because of the Talon Master. Into 1 wound, AP minus 1. Takes a wound. And then we got his twin assault cannon. Getting 1 hit. Rerolling everything because of himself. Getting another 2 hits there. So these are going to be strength 6. So still looking for 5s to wound. Rerolling nothing there. So that's going to be none from him. So then we've got the Talon Master firing his Overwatch. Getting 1 hit, rerolling everything because of Samael, because they're Ravenwing. Nope, no additional hits there. Looking for a 5. Rerolling 1s because of himself. Into a wound, AP -1. That's going to be a wound. And then his twin assault cannon. That is going to be 1 hit, rerolling everything. Into another hit, so that's going to be 2 hits there. Looking for 5s to wound. Rerolling because of himself. Into 2 wounds, AP -1. Takes another wound. All right, and here comes his charge.
He gets +3 to this.
Gets +3 to this because of his powers, and he is way in. And now his Death Company are going to charge into my Talon Master over here, engage in combat. So they're 5 inches. Reroll the 1. You're going to, well, 1 second. All right, yep, that's not going to be in, but he's going to spend the CP to reroll that 1 into a 4, and they are in. All right, so into the fight phase now. We're going to start with his Librarian Dread into Samael. So he gets the D3 additional attacks because of the quickening. So +3 attacks.
And I'm going to give him D3 more from Red Rampage.
D3 more because of Red Rampage, plus an additional 1. So that's going to be 4, an additional 5 because of, whatchamacallit, Shock Assault there. So that's going to be 3, 4, 5. What's his base attacks? 3, so it's 8 attacks coming in over here. Woo, boy, this is going to be rough.
Hitting on 2s.
Hitting on 2s. All right, that one's cocked there. All right, that's going to be all hits. Strength
is 10.
10, so looking for 3s to wound.
Plus Blood Angel.
Plus Blood Angel, so 2s to wound. Ooh, boy, that is all wounds there. So these are going to be
-4.
8, AP -4. Ooh, boy. So it's going to be looking for his 4-up Iron Halo save here. Come on, baby. Do it. Do it. Failing 1, 2. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. D3 damage, though.
Nope. 3 flat.
Oh, it's 3 flat damage. So he's got 1 wound left, I believe. 1 second. He does. He has 1 wound left. Oh, killer. All right, so now my Talon Master, I'm going to spend 2 CP to interrupt with my Talon Master into his Death Company here. So we're going to have 5 attacks from them into his Dude Bros there. These are going to be hitting on 2s. All right, rerolling because of Samael. All right, that's going to be all hits. These are going to be Strength 4, Toughness 4. Rerolling 1s because of himself. So that's going to be 3 wounds at AP -3. So 3 6-up saves. Making 2 of them. That's how you do that. And a 6-up, 1 damage piece. Yeah, 6-up, feel no pain. No, so 1 guy will die. All right, so now his Death Company are going to attack into my Talon Master. They have 2 base attacks. +1 attack because of the Chainsword. +1 attack because of Shock Assault. +1 attack because of the Death Company ability there. Black Rage. Black Rage is the word I was looking for. So it's going to be 25 attacks coming in here. They have the Wisdom of the Ancients. He spent CP for that, so it gives them rerolls 1s, right? Reroll 1s to hit. So he's going to have 25 attacks into my Talon Master. These are going to be hitting, though, on 4s because he has the Shroud of Heroes. So looking for 4s, rerolling 1s. Rerolling those 1s. All right, so Strength 4. These would be 5s to wound, but because of Blood Angels, become 4s to wound because they get the +1 to wound on the turn that they charge. All right, and that's going to be 7 wounds into him over there. 3-up armor saves. Failing 2 of them. All right, so now his Smash Captain here is going to attack into my Dark Talon over here. So he's going to have 6 attacks because of he has Visions of Sanguinious. So it's +1 because of Black Rage. He's also got +1 because of Shock Assault here. So hitting on 2s. Oh no, hitting on 3s because of -1. Rerolling 1s because of himself. All right, all but 1 hit. These are going to be Strength 8. So looking for 3s to wound, which become 2s to wound because of Blood Angels. So that's going to be 3 wounds there. So AP -3, 6-up saves. I've got 8 wounds left. His Warlord trait gives him +1 to damage on his Thunderhammer, so it's going to be 4. Unless you see 2 Fill Faces, he's dead. Show me them Fill Faces! Oh, yeah, with the 2 Fill Faces, he's still alive! Woo! All right, so now Samael's going to attack back into his Librarian over here. I'm going to have 6 attacks because of Shock Assault, hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s because of himself. All right, that's going to be all hits. Strength +1 because he didn't charge, so Strength 5, looking for 5s to wound. Rerolling ones because of his Talonmaster friends there. So that is going to be 1, 2, 3 at AP -3. So 6 up saves. Fails one of them, so he's going to take 4 damage. All right, then at the end of the fight phase, my opponent's going to spend 3 CP to have his Captain Smash over here smash back into my Dark Talon. So he's going to have his 6 attacks hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s because of himself. Okay, so it's going to be 3 hits. Looking for 2s to wound because of red. I'm
gonna spend.
You haven't spent one so far. Yeah, not in the fight phase. So he's gonna spend a CP to reroll one of those into a wound. So that's gonna be 2 wounds. I need 2 fill faces. Can I do it again? 2 fill faces. Come on, fill faces. No, I got done. He's dead. Can I get a fill face now and have him blow up in his face? No, close, but no. All right, so that is the end of the Blood Angels' turn here. We do have 1 morale test to take over here for my Dubros there. They lost 3 guys. 3 plus 1 is good to go. So at the end of the turn, my opponent killed something. He also holds something. My opponent also killed more than me because he killed anything. And none of us hold more because nobody has anybody within 3 inches of that center objective there. So that is going to be it for the the Blood Angels' turn here. So at the end of the turn, my opponent did kill a get a unit of for his mark for death over there. He also got kill, hold, and kill more. Got 3 points there. Also got a marked for death as well for the aggressors here. So got 2 points for his marked for death, which is pretty good. So that is going to be it for, and he also got first strike for his for his old school. So a pretty good turn there for my opponent. Pretty good. 6-1 right now, which is okay. So we will come back to you after movement phase for the Dark Angels here on turn 2. All right, movement phase for the Dark Angels here on turn 2. My intercessors here moved up so they can get some line of sight on these guys. These guys stood still. Realized I forgot to shoot them last turn. These guys stood still over here. These guys moved up so they are completely in that table quarter. These guys moved up so they're in that table quarter. These 2 guys fell back and he just moved over here. These intercessors moved up to get some line of sight, and these guys dropped in over here. 9 inches away from them, 12 inches away from them. So that's where they are. So that is going to be it for the movement phase. We will come back to you. My Terminators are still in Deep Strike, but we'll come back to you with the shooting phase. All right, start off the shooting phase. My scouts here are going to fire into his death companies. So they're going to be, they are in range 24 inches, but they did stay still. So better bolter rule will kick in here. These are going to be hitting on 10 shots, hitting on 3s. Rerolling 1s because of Grim Resolve. Alrighty, not bad. These are now going to be wounding on 4s. That is real good there. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 wounds. AP nothing, so 7 3-up saves. Failing 3 of those, and then 6 up, feel no pains. Making none of those, so 3 more dead. And then my intercessors in this building are going to fire into them. They are in rapid fire range there. Rerolling 1s, they did move. So I don't get to reroll those 1s, but hitting on 3s. And then wounding on 4s. Rerolling, 1 second. No, he's not within 6 of the sergeant there. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 at AP -1, so 4 4-ups. Failing 2 of them, and then 6 up, feel no pains. Making 1, so 1 is still alive. All right, so now my Inceptors over here are going to fire into his Infiltrators. So we've got 18 shots hitting on 3s. I did move, so no reroll 1s. That ain't bad, though. So these are going to be wounding on 3s because it's strength 5. Assault bolters. Man, too many dice. That's a problem I will take. Oh, come on. Just get him. Yeah, there we go. Here we go. 3s to wound. Alrighty. So that is not bad. So that's going to be 3, 4, 5, 10, 11 wounds at AP -1. So we've got 11 4-up saves. Failing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's going to be 2 dead and 1 wounded. All right, so now my intercessors here are going to fire into his scouts. They are in rapid fire range, and they're going to get to reroll 1s because of Samael. So hitting on 3s. Rerolling 1s because of Samael, but not those 2s because they ain't Ravenwing. And then these are going to be wounding on 4s. No need to reroll there, so it's going to be 6 wounds at AP -1. So 6 5-up saves. Fails 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just enough to kill that squad. All right, so now my Talon Master back over here is going to fire into his infiltrators. He moved with a heavy weapon, so he is going to be fired. He did fall back, but he's got fly, so he gets to shoot. So we're going to go with the heavy twin heavy bolter first. That's going to be 6 shots, hitting on 4s, rerolling 1s and 2s. Rerolling 1s and 2s because of Samael. All right, those 3s do not hit. If it stood still, it would have been better. Looking for 3s to wound. That is going to be 3 wounds at AP -1, so 3 4-ups. Makes 2 of them, fails 1 of them. And his twin assault cannon firing into them as well. Rerolling 1s and 2s. Ooh, not those. Wow, okay. Really likes 3s on those rerolls apparently. Strength 6, so again, 3s to wound. Rerolling 1s because of himself, but not 2s. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 as well. AP -1. Makes all but 1. And now Samael is going to shoot into them as well. He's going to be hitting on 3s because he moved with his heavy weapon, rerolling 1s because of himself. Alrighty, these are strength 5, so again 3s to wound. Rerolling 1s because of his Talon Master friends there. That was a 5, so that was a wound. So we got 2 wounds there. Makes 1, fails 1. And his twin assault cannon into him. Rerolling 1s. Oh, back into 2s. Not meant to be. So then wounding on 3s. Rerolling 1s. All right, so that's going to be 2, 4, 6 wounds at AP -1. So 6 4-ups. Fails 2 of them at least. Oh yeah. No, 3 of them, but still. That was pretty good save. So he is dead. That is literally exactly statistically average as you rolled there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. That is, I don't think I've ever seen that. That is ridiculous. All right, so then my other Talon Master over here is going to fire into his Repulsor Executioner over here. So he's going to be firing his twin heavy bolters first, hitting on 3s because he moved. 4s because he moved. Rerolling 1s and 2s because of Samael. Not bad start there. Strength 5, so looking for 5s to wound. That's not bad. 3 wounds at AP -1. So 4-ups. Fails 1. And then the twin assault cannon into him as well. Rerolling. Oof. Thank God I'm rerolling those 1s and 2s. Oh man, look at that. 1, 3. But then all these 1s and 2s get to reroll because of Samael. All right, much better there. These are now strength 6. So again, 5s to wound because he is tough 8. Rerolling 1s because of himself. So not that it made much difference there with those. So it's going to be 2 wounds at AP -1. Fails 1. So he is going to be down to 8 wounds. All right, so now my eliminators, because I remembered this time and totally didn't almost forget and move on to the end phase there, are gonna fire into his Librarian Dread over here. So they've got 3 shots that ignore the line of fire. These are the eliminator rounds. So they get +2 to the hit roll on this. So they're going to be hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s because of Grim Resolve. All right, so it's going to be all hits there. These are going to be strength 5, toughness 7. So he's looking for 5s to wound, rerolling 1s because of the lieutenant back there. That's going to be 1 wound, AP -1. So we've got 1 4-up save. Oh, and he goes down. You're going to spend a CP for that. He's going to spend a CP for that. Still goes down over there. Oh, does he explode? No, he does not. So he is dead. All right, so that is going to be it for the Dark Angel's turn here. We do have 1 morale test to take here. His Death Company lost 4 guys there. So he is going to be 4 plus a 4 is an 8. So he would be running unless he could re-roll into a 4 again. So he will run away. So that is going to be it for the Dark Angel's turn here. We will come back to you after movement phase for the Blood Angels. All right, movement phase for the Blood Angels here on turn 2. Yes, 2. These guys all dropped in, so this is going to be the Sanguinary Guard, also with the Interrogator Chaplain, that's my guys, Chaplain with the jump pack, as well as the Sanguinary Ancient. So everyone just was like, bloop, right down over here. These guys moved up here, so his Smash Captain jumped up, and then his Infiltrators moved out and around there to create a guard against any land speeders being able to get in basically his contact with him. His scouts stood still up there, as did his repulsors over here, as did his lieutenant back over here. But his intercessors moved up a little bit, right? If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, intercessors moved up, as did his scouts over here. We're playing this hole here as line of sight blocking because of ITC rules there, so nobody can shoot across, but those guys can definitely charge through. So we'll see how this all goes. So that's going to be it for the whatchamacallit, movement phase. But when his Sanguinary Guard dropped in over here, I'm spent 2 CP to Auspex scan against him over here with my intercessors. So we'll come back to you with that. All right, so they are going to have 10 shots into them over here, hitting on 4s because of the Auspex scan, -1 to hit here. So hitting on 4s, no rerolls because they moved. All right. So it's going to be 4 hits. Strength 4, toughness 4, 4s to wound. That is going to be 1 wound. Cool, guys. AP -1, though, so 3 up save. Oh, goes through. 5 up, feel no pain because of the banner. He's good. Alrighty, so we're going to start off the shooting phase now because his Psyker is dead with the Sanguinary Guard shooting into my scouts over here. So they're going to have 12 shots there with their Angelus bolt guns, hitting on 3s. All right, no rerolls there. That's pretty good. Strength 4, toughness 4. So looking for 4s to wound. Ooh, that's going to be 4 wounds there.
AP -1.
4 AP -1, +1 because they're in cover there. So 4 up saves. And I make 3 of them. Oh boy. I'm gonna spend a CP to reroll that. No, this still goes through. 1 dead. So now the Ancient is gonna fire into him with his 2 shots there, getting 1 hit. No wound. All right, so continuing in the shooting phase now, his repulsor here is going to fire everything into my inceptors over here. So these are going to be starting with the, what are we going to start with over here?
We'll start with the Fragstorm grenade launchers.
All right, we're going to start with the Fragstorm grenade launchers into them. So he's going to shoot everything. So we got the Fragstorm, we got all that fun stuff. So we're going to go with the Fragstorms first.
2d6 shots.
2d6 shots, so that's going to be 10 shots. He's going to be hitting on 3s. Alrighty, so these are now going to be strength 4, so wounding on 5s.
Rerolling 1s.
Rerolling 1s because of the lieutenant. Reroll that 1. So it's going to be 2 wounds there. 2, 3 up saves. Making them both. Crackstorm grenade launchers. That's going to be 1 hit.
3 to wound.
That's a wound. AP -1. Make that save. All right, these are going to be, this is the heavy onslaught and the mini onslaught because they all have the same profile there. These are going to be hitting on 3s. Alrighty, these are now going to be wounding on 4s, is strength 5.
Rerolling all those.
Reroll those 1s because of the lieutenant. Alrighty, so that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4.
10.
Sorry, 10 wounds over there. So these are going to be AP -1, so we're going to have 10 4 up saves. That's the word I was looking for. That number after 3. 4 up saves. Failing 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1 is dead and 1 takes a wound. And now the Iron Hail Heavy Stubber is going to fire. That's going to be 3 hits. 5s to wound. That's going to be 1 wound.
AP -1.
AP -1. No, that's not a save. 3 Storm Bolters not in rapid fire over here. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. Wounding on 5s. Getting 1 wound. Oh, reroll the 1s. Still 1 wound. Oh, but not a save. And the Twin Heavy Bolters firing. Hitting on 3s. Wounding on 4s. Reroll that 1. Into 3 wounds. 3 4 up saves. And I make 1, so he's still alive. Scouts up here. The Heavy Bolter is in range to shoot him and does just see him up there. So hitting on 3s. That is all hits. There we go. Wound on 4s. That is 1 wound. AP -1. Looking for a 4 up save. Yeah, with a 5. Woo! All right, so now his other repulsor, the Executioner, is going to fire. He's going to fire the main guns and the Iron Hail Heavy Stubbers and the Twin Heavy Bolters and the Icarus, or not the Icarus, and the Onslaught Gatling Cannon into him up here, into my intercessors over here. And then he's going to fire the 2 Icarus. So he's got Icarus rocket pods and Icarus twin heavy stubbers are going to fire into him, as well as the storm bolters into him over here. So he is bracketed now at 8, so he's going to be hitting 4. Who do you want to start with?
We'll start.
We're going to start shooting into here. So we're going to go with the rocket pod.
Hitting on a 3.
Hitting on a 3 because he has fly. So that is a hit because he has fly. Strength
7.
7. So 3 is to wound. That is a wound.
-1.
AP -1. So we're looking for a 4-up save. No, I'm going to spend my free reroll from the Warlord trait. Yeah, into that 4. This is going to be the storm bolters here. So these are going to be hitting on 4s. That's going to be 2 hits there. Looking for 5s to wound. No wound. And the Icarus heavy stubbers. These are going to be hitting on 3s because they are Icarus. Alrighty, so that's all those hits there. These are strength 5, 4, so 5s to wound. Rerolling 1, so it's just the 1 at -1. So we got 1 4-up save with no reroll at all right here. Come on, baby, you can do it. You can do it. You can do it. Yeah, with the 4, I needed that. So now the heavy laser destroyer is going to fire into my intercessors. These are going to be hitting on 4s because he's -1 to hit. So that's going to be 1 hit there. That is not a roll, but re-roll the 1 because of the lieutenant into a wound because it's strength 10. AP -4. They are in cover, so it's looking for a 6-up. Show me that fill first. No fill face. So that's just minimum 3 damage, right? So one of these guys is kapoo. All right, so now the heavy onslaught is going to fire into them, hitting on 4s. Alrighty. These are strength 5, so 3s to wound. Re-roll that 1. That is going to be 5 wounds over here. AP -1 +1 because they're in cover. 3-up saves. And I failed 2 of them. 1 more dead guy. Iron Hail, heavy stubber firing. That's going to be 2 hits. 4s to wound. No wounds. And then the heavy bolters. All right, that's pretty good. And then wounding on 3s. That is going to be 4 wounds there. 4. AP -1 +1. 3-up saves. Failed 1. All right, so that's going to be it for the shooting phase. Into the assault phase, the Sanguinary Guard are going to charge into both Samael and my whatchamacallit? Talamaster. So we're going to go with the Talamaster first, may as well. He's going to have his twin heavy bolters hitting on 6s. Rerolling everything because of Samael over there. That's going to be no hits there. Cool. Good job. And then we've got the twin assault cannon. These are going to be hitting on 6s as well. Getting 1 hit there. Rerolling because of Samael. Getting another hit there. So that's going to be 2 hits. Strength 6, toughness 4, so 3s to wound. That is going to be reroll that 1 because of himself. That is 1 wound, AP -1, 3-up save. They're good. And then Samael is going to fire. Twin heavy bolter. Getting 2 hits there. Rerolling because of himself. Getting, another 2 hits. There we go. He's making up for the Talamaster. 3s to wound. That is going to be all but 1 wound, so 3 wounds. AP -1. Making all of them. And now the twin assault cannon from him. Getting 1 hit. And then re-rolling. Getting another 4 hits. That's good. I'll take 5 hits total. These are now going to be wounding on 3s. Reroll that 1. All right, so that's going to be 4 at AP -1. 1 failed. 6-up, feel no pain. 5-up, feel no pain. That's right. No, 1 takes a wound. Now my opponent spent his last CP on the 3d6 charge for them, looking for 9-inch charge. They are way in. And now the chaplain's going to charge into my Talamaster over here. That will not make it in. And the Sanguinary Ancient's going to charge into this, him as well. 9 inches. It was enough to go over there because he can fly, so he can go over models, not terrain anymore in the charge phase, so he was good to go. All right, so now his scouts are going to charge into my scouts over here. Cannot see through that wall. They are in. Alrighty, so into the fight phase. We're going to start over here. 3 of the Dubros are going to go into Samael. 2 of them are going to go into my Talon Master. The one guy stayed back here so he could stay in range of the Chaplain back here to get them that reroll. So these guys are now going to have the 9 attacks from them because it's 2 base plus 1 for Shock Assault. So these are going to go into Samael. So these are going to be 9 attacks, hitting on 4s because of the fist, rerolling 1s and 2s because of the Chaplain, because that's just the way it is. 3 is out. Alrighty, that's pretty good. So these are going to be strength 8. So these are going to be wounding, would be wounding on 3s, are wounding on 2s because of Blood Angels.
And they get reroll 1s from the same.
And rerolling 1s because of the Ancient. Nope, that is all wounds. Ooh boy, so that's going to be 7 wounds over here into Samael. I need to make literally all of these 4-up saves or he is dead. Oh boy, here we go. 4-up serves. No, failed a gajillion of those. So he is way, way, way dead. So let's see if he gets, if he blows up. He does not. And those other 2 guys are going to be hitting on 5s because of the Shroud of Hero over here. Rerolling 1s and 2s though. That's how you do that. That's how you respond to that. Yeah. These are going to be wounding on 3s as well.
2s.
Oh, 2s again because of Blood Angels. Oh man, that's going to be 4 wounds there. AP -3, so 6-up saves on him. Made 1, so that's, I mean, unless you roll 3 1s, no, he is dead. Wow, wow, that is way dead. Does he blow up though? He does not. All right, so now these scouts are going to attack into my scouts. They have 1 attack base, except for the sergeant who has +1. He also has a chainsword, so he gives them an additional +1. And then they all get an additional +1 because of shock assault. So that's going to be, what is that, 10, 11, 12 attacks coming in here from the from this 5-man scout squad. Woo-wee! Welcome back, Marines.
Hitting on 3s.
Hitting on 3s. All righty. And then wounding on 4s.
3s.
Wounding on 3s because of Blood Angel. I keep forgetting Blood Angel. Ooh, that really helped. So that is going to be 5 wounds there. Pretty good. 5 4-up saves because cover does not matter. Wow, making 4 of them. I'll take that. And then my 4-man squad in there is going to attack back. They've got 9 attacks total because the sergeant's in there hitting on 3s. Alrighty then. And then wounded on 4s because they're not Blood Angels. Oh, but that's how you do that. 5 wounds. Okay. 5 4-ups. Failing 2 of them. All right, so that's the end of the turn here for the Blood Angels on turn 2. He did kill something. He killed 2 guys over here. He does hold something, but at the end of the turn, I killed more. We just out of 3 inches over here, so he does not hold that. So we both hold the same, leaving us both at whatchamacallit? Both at 1. Yes. So we're both at I got kill more. None of us got any hold more. But my opponent did get 2 headhunters with those 2 kills there, which is pretty good. So that's going to be it for the turn here. We'll come back to you after movement phase for the Dark Angels on turn 3. All right, movement phase for the Dark Angels here. These guys moved up over this way. The Eliminator stayed still. My lieutenant moved up over this way, so you can get some line of sight, but stayed within range of now both these squads. These guys stayed in combat over here. These Terminators dropped in 9 inches away from them over there. He stood still, as did my Intercessors here. These Intercessors stood still. My Inceptor advanced up over this way, and these guys dropped in 9 inches away from his Repulsor. So that's going to be it for the movement phase. When these guys dropped in, I spent 2 CP for Deathwing Assault, so they will get to shoot. All right, so here we go. These guys are now going to fire into a Sanguinary Guard. They've got 20 shots here. These are going to be hitting on 3s. Come back to you with that. And then wounding on 4s. All right, so that's going to be 3, 6, 7 wounds there. So we've got 7 2-up saves, making them all. It's time to the shooting phase. They're going to do it again, firing into them as well, hitting on 3s. Alrighty, that's pretty good. I'll take that. But then these are going to be wounding on 4s. Come on. Oh, not as good. But that's not bad. I'll take that. All right, so that's going to be 3, 6, 9, 10 wounds there. These are going to be AP nothing. So he's got 10 2-up saves. One cocked there. That makes them all. Well done. And now my dude bro here who advanced is going to fire his assault bolters into the scouts up there. So he's going to be hitting on 4s though because he advanced. Alrighty. It's not bad. 4 hits. Looking for 3s to wound. That is going to be 2 wounds. AP -1, so 2 4-ups because they're in cover. Failed 1. All right, so now my scouts here in combat are going to fire their bolt pistols. We got 4 hitting on 3s. That's all hits. That's pretty good. Wounding on 4s. That wish it was the opposite way around with 1 wound there. 4-up save. 3-up save because they were in cover, but they are good. This squad over here, the first 2 guys are closer to his chaplain than to the scout squad that's inside the building there. So we're going to go with their shots into the chaplain, hitting on 3s. They did move, so then wounding on 4s. That's 1 wound. 3-up. No, takes a wound. And my lieutenant here is going to fire into his chaplain over there. So he's got the mastercrafted auto bolt rifle. So 3 shots now because of the change, hitting on 3s. That's going to be 3 hits. Wounding on 4s. That's going to be re-rolling 1s because of himself. That's going to be 2 wounds there. AP nothing. 3-ups. Fails 1, so that's 2 damage down to 1. All right, so my intercessors are going to fire into his sanguinary guard. Re-rolling 1s because they did not move. So that's going to be all hits. Wounding on 4s. Re-rolling 1s because of the Talon Master. Okay, so that's going to be 5 at AP -1. So that's going to be 5 3-ups. Ooh, failing 3 of them. These are going to get 5-up, feel no pains because of the banner. Making 1, so 1's dead and 1 takes a wound. And now my Talon Master is going to fire into these guys here. So he's going to shoot with the Twin Heavy Bolter first, hitting on 3s because he didn't move. Rerolling 1s because he's got Grim Resolve, but he didn't get any 1s there. So he's going to be Strength 5, so 3s to wound. That's going to be 1, 2, 3 at AP -1. Failing 1, 5-up, feel no pain. Oh, he's good. And then the Twin Assault Cannon firing into them. Rerolling 1s. Ooh, that one's cocked. Alrighty. These are going to be Strength 6, so looking for 3s to wound. Ooh. No 1s, just a bunch of 2s. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 at AP -1. That's going to be 2 fails, 6-up, 5-up, feel no pains. No, both failed, so 1 more dead and 1 takes a wound. This scout here is going to fire into them here. 2 shots. That's going to be 2 hits. That's going to be 2 wounds. Makes both saves. All right, so now these guys are going to fire into the sanguinary guard there. So there's only 3 of them can see around the corner there. So it's going to be 6 shots, hitting on 3s. Rerolling 1s because they did not move. Alrighty. And then wounding on 4s. That is going to be 2 wounds at AP -1. Fails both of them. 5-up, feel no pain. Makes 1, fails 1. And now my eliminators are going to fire. 1 guy's going to fire into his chaplain here, and 2 guys are going to fire into his lieutenant back there in range. So it's going to be, they get +2 to the shot because they're using the eliminator rounds. Ignores line of sight and ignores cover. So it's going to have 2 shots hitting on 2s, re-rolling 1s because they did not move. Re-rolling 1s because they did not move. All right, so that's 2 hits. Strength 4, 5, toughness 4, so looking for a 3 to wound. That is going to be 2 wounds at AP -1, so 4-ups. Makes 1, fails 1, so he takes a wound. And then the 1 shot into his chaplain over here, hitting on a 2. That's a hit. Wounding on a 3. That is a wound. Looking for a 4-up. No, it goes through and he is dead. All right, so that's going to be it for the shooting phase. Into the assault phase, my Terminators are going to charge into his Sanguinary Guard and his Sanguinary Ancient. So they are going to fire at me with all of their Angelus bolt guns, hitting on 6s. Getting 1 hit, Strength 4, looking for a 4 to wound. That is a wound. AP -1, so 3-up save. No, of course they don't. But their charge distance, looking for a 9-inch charge. Nope, not even making it. All right, so now these guys are going to charge into his repulsor. Repulsor's -2 to the charge distance. So this is going to be rough. I'm looking for an 11-inch charge now because they're 9 inches away, plus the 2 inches for that. But first, they have to survive Overwatch from the gajillion guns that he's got coming at me right now. So, what are we going to start with first?
The heavy onslaught And
All right.
the
So we're going to start with the heavy onslaught and mini onslaught. 6s. Getting 1 hit. 2 hits. All right, not bad. 2 hits. These are now strength 5, right?
3s.
3s, so that's 2 wounds. AP -1.
Yep.
So 3 up saves. All right, make those ones. And now we're going to have the 2 frag storms. So that's going to be 7 shots coming on in here. These are going to be looking for 6s. No hits there.
2
crack storm grenade launchers. No hits there. Then we got Icarus rocket pod.
D3 shots.
D3 shots, so that's 1 shot. Not a hit.
Twin.
What do we got now?
Iron Hail. Sorry, I looked at the wrong one.
Oh, wrong one there. So this is going to be the Iron Hail Heavy Stubber. No hits there.
And then 3 storm bolters.
And then 3 storm bolters here. They are within 12, so you get a bajillion shots here. 6s. Ooh, that was real good. 3. Actually, it's pretty good. Still above average, but still good. So that's going to be 2 wounds. But 2 saves right there.
And then the twin heavy bolters.
And the twin heavy bolters. I needed that roll for my charge. And getting 2 hits there from the twin heavy bolters. No wounds. Reroll 1. No, still. Oh, 1 wound, yes. And not a save, so I can take 1 wound. Now I need an 11-inch charge to get in here. Ooh, boy. Come on, boys. You can do it. 11-inch charge. Come on! No. Not even close. Can't even re-roll to try to get that in there. Oof. And now my Talonmaster is going to charge into the Sanguinary Guard. Getting 1 hit. 5 to wound. No wound there. So his charge distance is in with a 9. All right, so that's it for the charge phase here. So we're going to go into the fight phase. We're going to go with my Talonmaster. He did heroically intervene into me. I was hoping to get a little further so I could go the other side here out of heroic intervention range, but c'est la vie. So here we go. So now he's going to attack into his Sanguinary Guard here. I've got 4 attacks base, 4 attacks base, +1 because of the Heavenfall Blade, +1 because of Shock Assault. So we're going to have 6 attacks hitting on 2s. Alrighty, cool. Glad I missed those 2. 4 hits. These are going to be wounding on 3s because of strength +2 with the sword there. Rerolling 1s because of himself. All right, so that's going to be 2 at AP -3. Makes 1, fails 1, so that's going to be D3 damage. That's going to be 1 damage, of course it is. And he makes the feel no pain. Whoops. And then my scouts are going to attack over here. 5 attacks because we didn't charge or were charged this turn. Hitting on 3s. Pretty good there. Wounding on 4s. Getting 3 wounds. Failing 1 save. All right, so then these scouts over here are going to fight back with their 2 guys. So it's going to be 3 attacks, or 4 attacks because the sergeant has a chainsword. Ooh, that's how you do that. All 4 hits. Wounding on 4s to wound. Getting 1 wound. 4 up save. Nope, dead guy.
Hit, so I'm hitting on 4s.
All right, so now his guys here are going to attack in. They've got 9 attacks coming in here, hitting on 4s. That is going to be a bunch of hits there. Pretty good. These are now going to be wounding on 2s because he was charged.
And re-rolling
1s for the Ancients. So that's going to be no need to re-roll those. So it's going to be 5 6-up saves. Bill faces! None! So unless you roll all 1s. Oh, that was close. I just saw the 1s first, but no. Yeah, he is dead. Does he explode? Oh, he wanted to, but no, he doesn't. All right, so that is it for the Dark Angel's turn here. I did get a 1 kill, so I did kill something. I still do hold something. My opponent over here lost 3 guys from there, but they are effective leadership 9 because of the banner, so no morale test to take there. And that is going to be it for the Dark Angel's turn here. I did get another Headhunter because of that Chaplain as well, so I'll take that. And I get a Recon as well because I've got units in all of the corners there. So that is going to be it for the Dark Angel's turn here. We will come back to you after movement phase for the Blood Angels. All right, Blood Angel's turn here, movement phase. His scouts over here stayed in combat with my scouts. These intercessors moved up over here. These infiltrators advanced up over here onto the objective. Smash Captain just moved up over here. This repulsor moved way over here so that he is not anywhere near these guys. And he tried to do the same, but could only move 2 inches because he wants to be able to shoot his big gun twice. So he just kind of shuffled around over there. But he's still like what is it? We said 16 inches. So he still can't be charged by my guys because he's going to be moving. They would have to move 5 inches. They got their 5-inch move, and then he gives +2 to the charge. So I can't roll a 13 on 2 dice. So they are going to be out of charge range over there. So that's going to be, oh, and these guys stood still here. So that's going to be it for the movement phase. Oh, no. And then these guys came over here looking at my Terminators. So that's going to be it for the movement phase. Now we'll come back to you with the shooting phase. All right, scouts over here are going to shoot their pistols. It's going to be 2 hits. That is going to be 1 wound. Needed my die that I forgot over here. And on a 4, they're good. All right, his intercessors here are going to fire their stalker pattern bolt rifles into my intercessors over there. So he's going to be hitting on 4s because they're heavy and he moved. So that's going to be 3 hits. Not bad. Wound on 4s. That's going to be 2 wounds. AP -2, right? +1 because they are in cover. So he's looking for 4-up saves. Failed 1. So that's going to be 2 damage, right? Isn't it? Yeah, 2 damage. So that's 1 dead guy. Yep. And the Smash Captain's going to throw a crack grenade into my scout over there. That is a hit. That is a wound. Looking for a 4-up save because he's in cover. Oh, he's good with that 5. All right, so the 3 Sanguinary Guard plus the Sanguinary Ancient are all going to fire at the same time into the intercessors over here. So hitting on 3s, pretty good. Wounding on 4s. Alrighty, so that's 2 wounds.
AP -1.
AP -1, +1 because they're in cover there. 3-up saves, failed 1. Scout squad up here is going to fire into my Inceptor. So we're going to go with the, what do you want to do first?
Stormbolter.
Stormbolter first. That's going to be 2 hits, sorry. Wounding on 1. So, or one of, not on 1, but 1 wound. 3-up save. No, he failed it. He did. Now his Repulsor's going to fire. He's going to fire both of his onslaughts into my intercessors over here, and then everything else into these intercessors over here. So what do you want to start with first?
We'll do the onslaughts.
We're going to do all the onslaughts onto that squad over there. 18 shots.
From the captain.
Rerolling 1 because the captain he's over there. So reroll those 1s. Pretty good. Alrighty. 3 misses. These are strength 5, right?
Yes.
So looking for 3s to wound.
And rerolling 1s.
Rerolling 1s because he's still within 6 inches of his lieutenant over there. Reroll that 1. Alright, so that's going to be, all of those. So that's going to be how many?
15.
15. We'll come back to you with that. Alright, so 3-up saves because they're in cover. So I failed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I've got 1 wounded guy there, so that's going to be 3 dead intercessors. So now we're going to do into these guys Frag Storm grenade launchers. So that's going to be 7 shots that are going to come in here. These are going to be hitting again on 3s. Alrighty, rerolling 1s, but no 1s there. And then wounding on 4s. That's going to be 2 wounds there. No AP, so 2-up saves. Failed 1. Crack Storm. That's going to be 1 hit. No wound. Reroll 1's wound. So that is a wound. AP -1, 3-up save. Yeah, he good. Iron Hail, Heavy Stubber. Rerolling that 1. Nope, not meant to be. No wound. No wound still. And Twin Heavy Bolters. Rerolling. And then 3s to wound. Reroll those 1s. All right, so 2 wounds. 2. 3-up saves because they're in cover. Making them both. Woo! Oh, it's Storm Bolters. Hitting on 3s. Wounding on 4s. Rerolling the 1s. Still getting 4. Looking for 2s. Okay, I made those ones. All right, so now his Executioner here is going to fire everything into my Deathwing Knights. So we're going to start with what?
Heavy laser destroyer.
We're going to start with a Heavy Laser Destroyer. Hitting on 4s because he's bracketed. All right, no rerolls there. So this is going to be wounding on a 2. That is a wound. 3-up invul save because of a Storm Shield. Yeah, with the Filfers! Woo! Frag Storm grenade launchers. So that's going to be 10 shots coming in here. Pretty good. So these are going to be looking for 4s to hit because of bracketing, of course. All right, and then 5s to wound. 4s to wound. 4s. Strength 4. So that's going to be 4 wounds there.
No AP.
No AP. So 2-up saves. Cocked. That is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 saves. Heavy onslaught. So he's going to again hitting on 4s. And then wounding on 3s. Rerolling 1s. So that is not meant to be. So that's going to be 5. 5 and -1, so 5 3-ups. That is failing 2 of them. Icarus Rocket Pod, D3 shots. So that's going to be 3 shots. Hitting on 5s because they don't fly. As much as I wish they did. 1 hit.
3 to wound.
3's wound. No wound. And twin Icarus Heavy Stubbers. 5s to hit. 2 hits.
4s to wound.
4s to wound. 1 wound.
-1.
-1. 3-up save. Nope. Iron Hail Heavy Stubbers firing over here. That's going to be 1 hit. No wound. Roll reroll that 1 into a no wound. And then Storm Bolters. That is going to be 2 hits. That is going to be 1 wound. 2-up save. Yeah, he good. And twin Heavy Bolters. So many shots. Again, hitting on 4s because of bracketing. And then 3s to wound. 1 wound over there. AP -1, 3-up save. No, failed that. All right, so that's it for the shooting phase. Into the assault phase. Smash Captain's going to try to go smash into my sergeant over there. Overwatch.
No Overwatch 'cause of
No Overwatch because of his fancy backpack. And he's way in. All right, so now the Sanguinary Guard are going to assault into my Terminator. So I'm going to fire Overwatch here. 20 shots, hitting on 6s. No reroll here because they did drop in this turn. But still getting quite a few hits. I'll take that. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Not bad. I'll take that. And these are going to be wounding on 4s. Getting 1, 2 wounds over there. 2 ups. Oh, failed 1. 5 up. Feel no pain. No, takes a wound. And now they have their charge distance. Oh, look, they're in. And now the Ancient is going to charge in. He is, woo, just in, but in. That's why you put 1 inch away. And now these intercessors are going to charge into my scouts over here, so they need a 9-inch charge to get in. They will not with a 6. All right, so now his Sanguinary Guard are going to hit into my Terminators. They're going to have 9 attacks because of Shock Assault, so these are going to be hitting on 4s. Okay, no rerolls there. And then these are going to be wounding on 2s. Strength times 2. Rerolling 1s because of the banner. Reroll those 1s because of the banner. Good thing you brought that banner. So that's going to be 5 wounds there. These are AP -3, so we've got 5 up Crux Terminatics saves. Making 2 of them, so 3 go through. So the first one is just going to kill a guy. So then the second one, D3, is going to do 2 and kill a guy. And the third one is going to do 2 and kill a guy. All right, I'm going to spend 2 CP to interrupt over here. I'm going to have my Terminator punch into his Ancient, and the Sergeant's going to attack into the Sanguinary Guard. So we're going to do the 3 attacks from the Terminator into the Ancient because of Shock Assault, hitting on 4s because he's got a Power Fist. Getting 2 hits, wounding on 2s. That is going to be 2 wounds, AP -3, so 5-up saves. No, fails them both. D3 damage apiece. That's 6 damage. He's got 5 up, feel no pains. No, he is going to be dead. And then my Sergeant has 4 attacks because of Shock Assault, hitting on 3s. Okie dokie, does even worse than his brother there with Power Fist, wounding on a 4. No, can't even do that. Okay. All right, so now the Smash Captain is going to try to smash that scout. I say try, because he's going to be the hero that I need right now. Hitting on 3s. Oh, well, no. Rerolling 1s for himself. Okay. And 2s. Yeah, he did. And now his dude bros over here are going to attack with his 4 attacks. 3 from the Sergeant with his chainsword. Hitting on 3s. Okie dokie. Wounding on 4s. Okay, not meant to be. And now my 3 guys are going to attack back with their 4 attacks, hitting on 3s. Okie dokie. Wounding on 4s. That is going to be 1 wound. But a 4-up save is good. All right, so that's it for the Blood Angels' turn here. These guys over here lost 3 guys, so 3 plus 4 is 7, and they are good to go. Everyone else is Deathwing, so they are they automatically pass morale tests. And no one else lost enough guys to take tests. So that is going to be it for the Blood Angels' turn here. He does hold something. He did kill something. He holds more because he now jumped onto that middle objective there. And you killed more as well because he killed my Inceptor. He killed that poor scout over there, and he killed my the Talon Master. And I killed the sergeant, the chaplain, and his sanguinary ancient. So he ooh, just barely. That was close. That was closer than I thought it was going to be. So yeah, 3-2. My opponent does get kill more over me there. So that is going to be it for the Blood Angels turn here on turn 3. So we'll come back to you after movement phase for the Dark Angels on turn 4. All right, movement phase for the Dark Angels here on turn 4. One guy was out of range here, so he moved up over this way. These guys stood still. Lieutenant stood still. These Intercessor squad stood still. These guys stayed in combat. This Intercessor squad stood still. My Deathwing Knights advanced up over this way, rolled a 4 for their advance. And then these scouts over here stayed in combat. So that's going to be it for the movement phase. We'll come back to you with the shooting phase. All right, so starting off here, we're going to shoot these guys with the pistols. 3 pistols hitting on 3s. That is going to be 2 hits. We're rolling 1s because they didn't move. Grim Resolve. Okay, not meant to be. 2 hits, wounding on 4s. Getting 1 wound there. And he makes the save. And then these scouts are going to fire into the infiltrators. One guy moves, so he doesn't get the... he gets neither the Grim Resolve nor the better bolter thing. So we're going to do the other guys first. Rerolling 1s. Because of Grim Resolve. Alrighty. And then the other guy's going to have his hit. Alright, that is a hit. Cool. Wounding on 4s. One hit. 1 wound there. Rep save. No, he takes a wound. 2-man Intercessor squad here is going to fire into them. Rerolling 1s because of Grim Resolve. All right, so that's going to be 2 hits. Wounding on 3s. Rerolling 1s because of the Lieutenant, thankfully. That's 2 wounds at AP -1, so 2 4-ups. That's going to be 2 fails. My Lieutenant's going to fire into them as well. That is going to be 3 hits. That one's cocked. That is going to be 1 wound, rerolling 1s because of himself. Nope, just 1 wound. AP nothing. He's good. 4 shots from the Intercessors over here into them. That's going to be 3 hits. 4s to wound. We get 2 wounds, AP -1. Makes them both. And now my Eliminators are going to use execution rounds into his Lieutenant back there. 3 shots hitting on 2s because they have +2 to hit. That's going to be 3 hits, wounding on 3s. Rerolling 1s because of the Lieutenant. That is going to be 2 wounds at AP -1. Fails 1. All right, so into the fight phase. We're going to start over here with my guys. So my Terminator is going to punch with his Power Fist first. Getting 1 hit. Wounding on a 2. That's a wound. AP -3. No, D3, it doesn't make a difference. One guy's got 1 wound. And then my Sergeant with his sword that I forgot about, the one guy with the 1 wound there. That is going to be all hits this time. Okay, wounding on 4s. That is going to be 1 wound, AP -3.
He's good.
Oh, he's good. And then his scouts are going to attack into my scouts. That's going to be all but 1 hit.
Forced wound.
That's going to be all but 1 wound. And that's going to be all but 1 save. And now my scouts over here are going to attack back with their 3 attacks. That's going to be all hits. That's going to be no wounds. And then the 2 Sanguinary Guard are going to attack over here. That is going to be 1, 2 hits. These are going to be wounding on 2s. That is going to be 2 wounds. 2 5-up invul saves. Failing them both. The first one, D3, dead. Second one, dead. All right, so that's the end of the turn there. No morale tests need to be taken. I do have recon, and I do hold something, but I did not kill anything. So that is going to be the end of the Dark Angels turn here. So we'll come back to you after movement phase for the Blood Angels on turn 4. All right, Blood Angels movement phase here on turn 4. His Repulsor Executioner moved his 5 inches over here, running away from my Terminators, which is a real smart move. The Scouts up here, holding the ground up there. The Lieutenant also moving away from those Terminators, also a good move. Run to the other side of this wall here. This Repulsor moved up onto the objective. Infiltrators moved up over this way. Captain jumped up over this way. The Intercessors moved over this way, and the Scouts stayed in combat. Oh, yeah, and the Sanguinary Guard over here jumped up and yelled boo behind these guys and frightened them very hard. So that's going to be it for the movement phase. We will come back to you with the shooting phase. All right, pistols at dawn. These guys over here are going to be firing their pistols. Getting 2 hits. Getting 2 wounds. And I get no saves. They are dead. Intercessors here are going to fire into my scouts with their 5 shots, hitting on 4s because they moved with their heavy weapons. So that's going to be 2 hits. Wounding on 4s, no wounds. All right, the infiltrators here are going to fire into my scouts. That is going to be all rerolling 1s because of the the captain. So that's going to be 2 auto wounds. And not a wound there, so it's going to be 2 wounds. AP nothing, so 4 up saves. Failed both. Captain here is going to throw a crack grenade into my intercessors. That is a hit. That is not a wound. These guys are going to fire into my intercessors over there with their bolters. Angel's bolt guns, I should say, sorry. Wounding on 4s. That is 1 wound. AP -1 +1, 3 up. Yeah, he good. All right, heavy bolter from the scout squad is going to fire into my intercessors over here. That's going to be 2 hits. That is going to be 2 wounds. AP -1, 3 ups. Make a both. Alrighty, his repulsor now is going to fire the heavy onslaught into my scouts over here and everything else into my intercessors over here. So we're going to go with the heavy onslaught first. Hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s. Alrighty. And then these are strength 5, so wounding on 3s. Okie dokie. So that's going to be 3, 6, 9 wounds. All right, so we're going to have 1 guy out of cover there. So it's going to be AP -1, so 5 up. He's good. 5 up. Oh, he's good. 5 up. No, he did. And then we've got the other guys are going to be looking for 4 ups because they are in cover. But they are also going to be dead. Chickens, no! Now the frag storm grenade launchers into my intercessors. That is going to be 10 shots. Hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s. Okie dokie. And these are going to be wounding on 4s. That's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. So we got 4 AP nothing, so 4 2 ups. Make them all. Crack storm, 2 hits. 1 wound.
AP -1.
And a save. And now the baby onslaught. Rerolling that 1. All right, so that's going to be 1 miss. And then these are going to be wounding on 3s. Getting all but 1, so that's 4 saves. AP -1, 3 ups. And I fail 1. Iron Hail, Heavy Stubber. Reroll that 1 into 2 hits. Getting 1 wound. -1. Yeah, save. Twin Heavy Bolters. Reroll those 1s. Captain getting up in there, saving the day. And these are going to be wounded on 3s. Getting 4 wounds. 3 ups because they're in cover. Oh, fail 2! And then the Storm Bolters. That's going to be reroll that 1. All right, all but 2 hits. And these are going to be wounded on 4s. Getting 1 wound. But he saves it. The only thing in range from that guy is the big cannon into this intercessor over here. He did move more than half, so here comes it. On 4s. That's 1 hit. Wounded on a 2. That is a wound.
AP -4.
AP -4, so 6 up save because he's in cover. Fell face. No, he did. All right, so that's it for the shooting phase. Into the assault phase, these Sanguinary Guard are going to charge into my intercessors. Overwatching. They didn't move their movement phase, and that's still no hit, so their charge distance. Oh, look, it's in. Captain is going to be charging into these guys over here. No Overwatch because of his fancy backpack. 7 inches might get him in. All right, so he's going to need an 8-inch charge, so he's going to re-roll here. Oh, just out. And then these guys are going to charge into my eliminators. They're going to fire their shots. Oh, getting the 1 shot, re-rolling because they stood still. Nope, not meant to be. Wounding on a 4. That is a wound. AP -1?
Well, there we go.
No, that's going to go through, so that's going to kill that 1 dude there. So now they still need an 8-inch charge to get in. No, not in. All right, so now the Sanguinary Guard are going to start us off in the fight phase over here. They're going to have 6 attacks over there, hitting on 4s. Getting 3 hits, wounding on 2s. That is going to be 3 wounds, 3 6-up saves. Making none of them, and one of the guys has a wound, so that's going to kill my guys outright. All right, so that is going to be it for the Blood Angels turn here on turn 4, and that's what we're going to call it. Because in the tournament, we would keep going because there's a possibility that, I would get hold something on my turn. I could possibly get kill something. If my eliminators took out his lieutenant, I might be able to get another headhunter. I'm not going to be able to get any. I'm not going to be able to get any more recon since he killed off my scouts over there. So in a tournament, we would keep playing, but it's not as much fun to watch just like scrounging for points like you do in a tournament on a battle report. So a decisive victory here for the I think for the Blood Angels, because they'll come up and mop me up and just kill me on that turn and get their max points and their bonus points and all that fun stuff. But a ton of fun. It was really cool finally getting to see the repulsors in action. Ooh, baby, those things, they are a lot. And I know that they could have done a lot more damage than they did. I made some really awesome saves with my Inceptors. Having 3 wounds apiece on them was a big deal. So I know they could have done a lot more, and but you know, that is c'est la vie. That is how the dice roll. But they still did pretty good. Not gonna lie. So I hope you guys have all enjoyed this. I certainly have. I have been Phil the Glacial Geek as always. My opponent's been Chris, and until next time, have fun.